Welcome, and we're going to be talking about how to get your ex back and actually keep them. And let's try to keep this video to 10 minutes because this article looks to be long, but I'm going to try to skim through it so we don't have to read the whole thing. And if you're new to my channel, please like the video and please subscribe. And if you have any questions after this video, comment below. Okay, how to get them back and actually keep them. So let's skim through it. Someone said you can reattract your ex by simply waiting a few days, playing hard to get for a while. Send a couple of scripted texts, faking a bit of confidence, and maybe making an attempt to get them jealous, and bam, your ex is back in your arms, loving and lusting all over you. I don't think it's that easy, people. If it was, people wouldn't be having so many problems. Okay, I'm skimming through for you. Okay. Okay, nothing again, still skimming through. Okay, so tell your ex that you want them back. That's one way. Whether it's through a call, text, letter, social media, or in person, whether it's been 1 week since your breakup or 10 years, whether your ex told you they never want to see you again, and whether they dumped you or you dumped them, they said if you want your ex back but haven't yet made it clear, just tell them you want them back. Don't beat around the bush. Don't make it a big deal. Don't lose your center, become spineless, or act overly confident and become an overcompensating loser. Just be authentic and bold and say what's in your heart without expecting any specific answers in return. Okay, that one sounds better. Better than nothing. Okay. So I guess they're giving a message. You could say, hey there, this is random. Forgive me for being honest, but I must get this off my chest. I love you, miss you, and truly want to make things work between us. If you're ever feeling the same way, let me know and we can try again. My door is open for you in any case. Thanks for everything. And here's something you could say if you dumped your ex but now regret it. Hey there, I've been thinking honestly. I'm sorry for dumping you. It wasn't right of me. I made a mistake. If you're still interested in making things work between us, let me know. I want you back and I love you. My door is open for you. Thanks for everything. Okay. So then they said if your ex is receptive after you express interest, invite them on a date. Okay. Then they said express your interest, and if then your ex is unreceptive, cold, mean, or vicious, or they block you, ghost you, ignore you, or reject you, they said end the conversation and move on. Then only give them another shot if they reach out first, if that happens to happen. Okay. So additional advice for when you tell your ex you want them back. Know when to apologize to your ex. If you cheated, lied, or did something devious to your ex, add a genuine apology to your statement of interest. And acknowledge how you've hurt them and what you've learned from the incident. Then promise to not repeat your mistakes. And keep that promise. Don't be dramatic when apologizing and do it only once. Don't settle for friendship. If your ex insists on being friends after you express your interest, communicate you only want to see them romantically. If they're unwilling to continue seeing you, tell them to get in touch if they ever change their mind. Then let them go forever and never contact them ever again. And for a reason, it's either romance or nothing. So then they said, don't try to make your ex feel better about the breakup. Their emotions are not your responsibility. You shouldn't comfort or help them cope. If they're struggling, you're not their therapist. Besides, you likely just make them feel worse. They said, don't beg, plead, or with your ex to give you another chance. You can't force your ex to love you. You can't force them to go out with you. You can't force them to pay attention to you. No amounts of begging or pleading will change their mind about these things. They said they will only resent you more. Then they said don't chase or pursue your ex. Same deal as above. 4 texts in a row won't get your ex back any faster, nor will 10 calls in a day. Since you're reading this article, they said your ex probably isn't ready to take you back yet. Okay? They said don't be mean to your ex if they don't want you back. No passive aggressiveness, no talking behind their back, no spreading false rumors, no public comparison with your other exes. They said be respectful and handle rejection like a grown person. Next way to get your ex back is to move on with your life. Moving on, they said, as it calls it, is the hard part. But they said mainly it ignites insecurity in some people. Yet they said it's also the most attractive thing one can do after telling their ex they want them back and being met with unreciprocated response or no response or rejection. The theory goes that once you move on, your ex will eventually wonder why they haven't heard from you yet. After all, they probably expect you to cave and chase after them since they have all the power. Once curiosity like this enters the picture, there's a good chance they'll start to miss you. And if they do start to miss you, thanks to the fatting effect phenomenon, they'll gradually shift their focus from the negative aspect of your relationship to the positive, making them more receptive to reaching out and easier to get back together with. Okay. Now, moving on with your life means exactly what you think it does. You let your ex go and never contact them again for any reason, or to be more specific, they said, you stick to the no contact rule. Don't call, don't text, don't go to places where you'd have an accidental encounter with them. Don't wish them a happy birthday. Don't wish them a Merry Christmas. Don't express your condolences if they lose someone close to them. Hide everything that reminds you of them within your control. Don't go to places that draw out painful memories. Throw away or return everything your ex gave you, clothes, gifts, etc. If you live with your ex, move out or move them out if that's possible. Only talk to them if it's important. Keep your conversations business-like. Okay, you would think people have common sense. Take the same approach if you have a pet or work together. Okay, skimming through this. Okay, to raise their attraction or to get them to miss you and reach out. Okay. Let's see what you got to do. Is to remove your attention. Okay. Easy. Don't ignore your ex. Provided they don't have ill intention, always answer their text calls. Be human. Don't forget that your goal during every interaction is to set a definite date. Don't freak out and reach out to your ex if they start dating or getting into another relationship. This is bound to happen sooner or later. Right. Don't invent fake reasons to contact your ex. Don't jump to stupid conclusions as soon as your ex gives a hint of interest. Okay? Let me see what else they're saying. Okay, the next way to get them back is invest in your relationship with yourself. So simple stuff: healthy diet, quality sleep, go heavy on exercise, keep your hygiene in check, take care of your well-being, calm down, don't avoid your emotions, find something more important than your ex, leverage your support system, start dating as soon as possible, develop character, raise your self-worth, and lower your neediness. Okay. So they said, invest in yourself regardless of where in the reattraction process you reside. Adopt an empowering mindset around getting your ex back. Avoid any disempowering mindsets around getting your ex back. Be careful around hope in getting your ex back. Okay. So they said lots of people want to eliminate, but it's okay. They're not really making sense here. Okay. Do self-improvement for the right reasons. The next way to get them back is wonder, they said, think if it's a good idea to get them back. Okay. This article is almost over. I'm skimming through. Next way to get them back is set a date if your ex reaches out or is receptive after you stated your interest. They're talking about set a date to meet up. That's what they're talking about. We're almost finished with the article. That way we're not wasting too much time. The next way to get them back, to get back together with your ex and stay together. Most people worry. Yes, so they're saying don't bring up the topic of getting back together. That's what they're saying. Okay, that should be common sense too. So I think, they say also don't give your ex an ultimatum. Don't force closure. Know you can work on yourself while you're dating your ex and still get back together. Always be willing to end your relationship and walk away. Okay. The odds of getting your ex back permanently are 30% of couples get back together. And then only half of those 30% actually stay together. So there are low odds for getting back together. That's kind of sad. They say you don't need your ex even if you think you do. So that's their good advice. There is no right or best way to get your ex back. They say you can always find someone better than your ex. That's funny. Your ex is not special and your ex is not your soulmate. The point of how to get your ex back is to stop. Okay, that sounds like excellent advice. I'm seeing. Yeah, so that looks like that is pretty much the end of the article on how to get your ex back. If any of you out there have excellent tips on how you got your ex back, please comment below. Let us all know, how long you and your ex were apart, what it took, and who was the first one to reach out and make contact, because some people are really in a desperate situation and they really, really want to know how to get their ex back. So if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe.